Hi, I'm Wong Chun, and thank you for watching this video. And this is my course project for COMP2501, and this is my topics. And majorly, I'm doing a sentiment analysis on Trump tweets and his action to the market. So here's the contents I will cover in this PowerPoint and my presentation. So why this problem is important, or where does it come from? The first inspiration of this project is actually from the 10,000 income from my last software internship in my winter semester of my second year. So you can see this in my broker's account, and also in as a university student, when I've earned when I earned a 10,000 income, I tried what I want to do is to make it earn more, let it earn more money for me, and also I can learn more finance knowledge for my future. And also after Trump was elected in his second session, the markets become more volatile and more insane in this period. So how should I invest to make some profit in his second session, short term or long term? So let's find out some data to support it. So I find some data from Kaggle and Y Finance using Y Finance API, and use a scraper to scrap some data from X and Twitter. Yeah, here's some challenge I have met while I'm finding data and manipulate it. Yeah, the first one is the data sets only contains URL and titles but not content, and the second is my origin of post failed it, and the third challenge is limitation of my PC, which my PC is very old and it can support very good analysis and very good model. So for the first challenge, I just hand copy all the contents of these documents from White House and Federal Register, as they have different tests present, one in PDF and one in HTML test. So, and then I clean the data with our studio. Also for the second challenge, I find a alternative stand scraper on GitHub to scrap the data of Trump tweet into JSON, and then I change it into CSV and clean it. Yeah, for the first challenge, I select a more scale model to do the analysis, which is Finbird. And here's some findings, and I have selected 3 time period, which is you can see in the graph. And for the sentiment analysis, I didn't follow a traditional approach, which just consider the positive and negative values of the wordings according to the dictionary, because it's inaccurate, and in the financial perspective, there are more different meanings for these words, and also there are dualities of the words. And so I implement a pre-trained NLP, which is mentioned before Finbird. So here's the data. Yeah, and we can see in the first session, there are more positive tweets, and also there are a lot of negative tweets. Yeah, for the second session tweet. Yeah, and we can see the negative values are much more, and we can take a mind on this rating. And the executive's order, and we can see the negative values are much bigger than the positive values, and most of them remain neutral. And here's the mark data for the first session. Yeah, here the index. The second session, the same index, and it's actually present a very similar patterns. So I just use one's index to analysis. And there are 2 observations from the first session, and we can see that in these separating lines, and be careful on this times scale in the time axis. Here the first findings, which is the density of negative and positive values, follows a rapid patterns, which they come in terms. And we can see more distribution of the negative values will lead a drop patterns in the future markets in a few days. And you can see here, 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 and similarly for the positive, it's also follow this. Yeah, he's in meta 5. And for the second session, we have discovered a similar observation from the first session. Yeah, and here's the graph. Yeah, and I point out the trend of the sentiment analysis of the tweet on Trump tweet from he's elected. Yeah, and you can see this down, up, and also for the market, down, up, and I'm using the same arrows and the same angles. So also this pattern shown in the executive's order. So here's the summaries of the previous finding in tweet and the market data, and also there are some additional findings in other market data, which is for the fixed index, which indicates the volatile of the S&P 500 index, and it showed a positive correlation with the international gold price and the Bitcoin price. So as a student who want to invest into the market, what should I do? Yeah, so in short term, I may follows the Trump pose, which follow the density of the negative values, the negative pose and positive pose, and buy in the job, and also sell in the highest point. And there are some future improvements in my and you see here, and applying some models and consider more values, consider more samples. And also there are some limitations of this project, as I'm not using the latest model, and there are more diverse factors which are affecting the markets also, like the COVID-19 little down in the market, the dipstick trend, and also there are very limited sample size only, because we only consider the test basis tweet of Trump. And thank you for your watching, and here's some photos of other findings and some other data I found, and I searched for this project. And thank you for your attention.